Thank you for the happiest year of my life.
Hello my besties, how are you? Welcome to my DIY channel. Are you thinking about the summer decor yet? I'm starting early so you have enough time to gather the supplies. And I'm thinking lemons. Lemon trend is still hot, right? As you can see, I have a black pine swag here. Very exciting. I found it online, good price. And we're gonna need some mesh and a cute lemon ribbon. How do you like that? Are you excited? Please press thumbs up. And if you don't have the pine swag, you don't want to buy one, you can always use Dollar Tree Christmas trees. They had these out for Easter. If not, we also made a swag before using a dry cleaner hanger, right? So there's all these options. I hope you're gonna like it. Also consider subscribing to my channel. If you're not my bestie yet, go ahead, press the red button and become my bestie. We will be in touch and we're gonna have all the fun here. You don't want to miss out on the action, okay? Let's get started.
Oh, forgot to mention that the play button came in. That was so quick, less than 2 weeks.
Thank you for the happiest year of my life.
This is just surreal. I cannot believe my little channel got the silver play button. And it says right here, presented to my DIY for passing 100,000 subscribers. And here's a letter from CEO of YouTube. If each of your subscribers were a light year, they would take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. YouTube journey. Not only have you brought a unique voice and style to the world, you also created a valuable connections and built a community along the way. And they got that right. This is all about the community, all my wonderful besties here. It's a blessing to have you in my life. Thank you so much. By the way, did you notice how the tulips reflect in the play button? Because it's a mirror. I can customize it with any color that I like. For example, my favorite plaid. I can't help it. This is a DIY channel after all. All right, let's make a lemon swag. And I'm so excited because I feel like we're coming a full circle here. About 3 years ago, my lemon decor video was so popular, it was actually trending on YouTube, and I got my first 1,000 subscribers back then. So I decided to give away that lemon wreath. So now, 99,000 subscribers later, I'm thinking it's only fitting to give away another lemon wreath. What do you think? Well, let's see if you're gonna even like how it comes out, okay? Like I already mentioned, for the base, we are going to use the black pine swag that I ordered from the Greenery Market. I'll provide a link for you in the description box. If you prefer to use the Christmas trees for your base or the dry cleaner hanger, I'll provide instructions to those tutorials in the description box as well. In addition, we are going to use the 21-inch wide Deco mesh, and later I decide to use a little bit of 10-inch wide Deco mesh. And this is so easy. I don't want anybody to get intimidated by using the mesh because this is the simplest ever. Just bunch up your mesh, make like a little poof, and tie it on the side of your swag. Use the pine branches, twist tie it a couple times, and it stays in place, right? And all we have to do is make those little poofs all around. First on the outside of the swag, on one side. And we're not measuring anything, just making little poofs. You know, you don't want to make them bigger than the size of your pine branches there. You don't want them to stick out too much because that will make your swag very big. And it's a big swag already. So you see, I'm just making a little poof and finding 2 needles to twist tie them. And, you know, you can open them up a little bit. Very easy. And I'm just going on the outside of the swag like that. Okay, and we are reaching the tip now. So you are going to make even a bigger poof if you like. And we are going to tie it down on the other side around the corner now. And now we will continue going up. So just repeat, making the poofs all along the other side. Okay, we can fit one more. And as you can see, we are done making the poofs all around the outside, right? And now we can make some through the middle. So you just keep pulling your mesh now through the top and tying it down. Just making those little poofs and look for twist ties in the middle and tie them down there. And I promise this is going to come out nice. Right now it looks like one big mess, right? We're just building a base. It doesn't have to be perfect. A lot of it is going to get covered anyway, but nevertheless, it's very important to have that mesh. Without it, the ribbons would lay just flat. So it really gives the body and also a pop of color. You're going to see. Just a couple more. Okay, and we are done with the yellow mesh. Let's cut that off. We are going to cut off a little bit more because we want to fold it in and make a cute little poof at the end. We don't want those raggedy ends to be showing. Take a look at this. This is a pretty full base now, but a lot of yellow. And since I have this white with a black stripe mesh, I decided to cut it in 10 by 20 inches long pieces and just add some of it here on top, just for contrast. And you had seen me use my little cardboard 10 by 10. I just fold over the mesh and cut along the way. It makes it very easy for me. And now we are going to make cruffles. You're simply going to roll one end of mesh 2-3 times, clip it, turn it around and roll up the other end 2-3 times, walk your fingers across, pinch it all together and you got a cruffle. It's great because the mesh is rolled in and you don't have to worry about the fraying. We are going to tie these cruffles on top, and if you don't have free pine tips, you might have to untie some here and there. Just twist tie them back on top, fluff them up, and see where else we're going to add a pop of color. Let's make another one. Let me just show you. Curl it, clip it, curl up the other end, walk your fingers across, pinch, easy as that. And let's see where we want to add it on the opposite side. And you see I had good pine tips there, so I just tie it down. I love it. Let's add a few more. I think we can use one more over there. Okay, I like it. I think it's just what we needed here. Break up that yellow a little bit and bring a pop of white and black. Speaking of which, look at this white and black dog blending in over here. She's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. We're so blending. 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 So cute. He's so cute. Thank you so much to all my besties for praying for Tweety. Stay through to the end of the video for an update. Next, we are going to add a sign, and I ordered this vinyl decal from decoexchange.com. They have a nice selection over there. You can apply it either on a wooden round from a Dollar Tree, or I decided to go with the burner cover. It's the closest in size. Actually, you get two for price of one, and I have a few on hand. Sometimes you can even find a burner cover that's with lemons, so that might work just like a sign. So they recommend that you spray your sign with water. That way, if something's not exactly centered, you can move it. So what I do is just peel off that sticker, put it down on my table, and then center my sign. Press it down, and it actually came out pretty good. I don't need to adjust it at all. So all I have to do is just take my little scraper with a piece of paper towel so I don't scratch it and just push out the bubbles. You can also use your credit card. And the water drops also squirt out from underneath the decal. And once you do that, you cannot move or adjust that sticker anymore. And yeah, works out great. I love it. It's actually very easy to do. I think it's a great way to save on those signs. You still get a beautiful sign, but for the fraction of the cost. So the decal is about 1 millimeter larger than the cover. So what I decide to do is just push down that excess and it sticks to the sides. It works great. It doesn't come up. It sticks perfectly. But another thing you could do is just use your knife and cut around it. Next, we are going to attach the ties. And I have two pipe cleaners here, two pieces of ribbon, and the usual. We just put a lot of hot glue there. Stick your pipe cleaner or a floral wire and cover it with a Band-Aid. I recommend using Gorilla Glue sticks because they stick better, even to metal. We are going to use these ties to attach the sign to the wreath. We will center it actually a little bit higher than the center. And you can tie it down to one of the pine branches, or even if you can, all the way down to the core.
Mail time. Mail time.
Mail time. The mail's here.
Let's see what my bestie Vernette sent. Oh my goodness. That is so kind of her. She is sharing and her napkins collections with me. That is just so kind. Look at all these beautiful napkins. Wow. I cannot wait to make another decoupage project. What about you, my besties? Do you like to decoupage? Oh my gosh, so exciting. I'll be sure to share some of my napkins with you as well. Thank you so much. And what is this? Another box? Fragile? Ooh. And that is from my bestie Mary. A present? And a letter? Let's see. Wow, congratulations for 100,000 subscribers. How did she know that the play button came in, huh? And what is here bundled up? I don't know where in the world she found the bestie mug and a shirt. This is just so sweet. Thank you so much. All right, let's decorate our wreath now. We're going to need some color coordinating ribbons, florals, greenery, of course, lemons. The best deal is pack of 3 at a Dollar Tree. Otherwise, there's a bag of lemons at Hobby Lobby. Sometimes they have them on sale. Or Greenery Market stems. They're good price too. Let's make a bow. Measuring a 10-inch tail, that's sufficient. Then 12 inches when you fold it in half, and that's a 6-inch loop. One more, pinch in the middle, and we're going to make one more. It's a 3-loop bow. Just pinch it all together and tie it with a pipe cleaner. And I'm not cutting the ribbon yet because I want to extend it on the side of the sign. But first, let's add the second type of ribbon. So we're doing the same thing, measuring 10 inches, pinch, then 12 inches fold in half, that's a 6-inch loop. One more, and I think 2 loops is enough, right? We're going to put these in between these loops that we have. So let's just pinch in the middle and tie on top of the first bow. Let's pull the pipe cleaner to the back, fluff up these loops, and tie the bow on top of the wreath. Somewhere to the side, let's say 11 o'clock of the sign. So we have the short tails on one side of the sign, and the other tail is going to be longer. We're going to extend it through the whole other side and attach it over there on the side by twist tying it with the pine tips. You want it to loosen up, not so straight down, okay? You can leave about 6 inches tail and cut it off. And let's not forget to cut the fishtails on the other ends as well. Let's make a second bow for underneath the sign. It could be a little bit smaller, let's say 10-inch tail. Still 12 inches folded in half. That's a 6-inch loop. Sometimes you ask me, do I twist the ribbon? No, I don't. I just fold it in like that. It's a very simple method, and that's why I call it pretty and simple, right? Pretty simple bow. We're going to tie it with a pipe cleaner, and now we can cut a shorter tail, let's say 6 inches. It's a kind of whimsical bow because I don't even pull the second tail down. I just keep it like that. Okay, let's do the same thing with the other ribbon. Let's say 10-inch tail, and the loop could be a little bit smaller. Let's say 11 folded in half. That's a 5.5 inches. Cut a short tail and tie that on top of the first bow. cut the fishtails, and it's very easy. Just fold it in half and cut diagonally towards the wired edge. Pull the pipe cleaner to the back and attach the bow to the wreath. Diagonally across from the other bow, I would say around 5 o'clock. Fluff it up and see how pretty that came out. Very easy bows, no gadget needed, and I love those ribbons. If you do too, please give me those ribbons and lemon emojis. I cut 2 additional sets of ribbon 24 inches long, and I like to attach them to the top and the bottom of my swags. You're simply going to fold these in half, find a midpoint, pinch them, and make like a V shape and attach it over there underneath the bow. Just find the 2 pine tips over there to tie it down. It gives you an illusion of extending the swag a little bit, and also they look like they come out from that bow. And we are going to do the same thing at the top. I think these are a little bit too long because they kind of flapping down. So I'm just gonna trim them a little bit. Yes, this is better, I think. Next, we are going to add some greenery, and I love these leaves from the Dollar Tree because I think they look similar to the lemon leaves. I cut them apart, and we are going to add a piece all around the swag without losing the teardrop shape. So 2 at both corners at the top, and 1 at the bottom at the tip. And if you have the pine tips over there, you can use them to wrap around your stem. So that's going to be extra secure, you know? You also want to add some extra greenery on both sides of the sign. I have these 2 larger Gerber daisies that I decide to add to the center of my bows. I forgot to add some ribbon on both sides of the sign. I think it's needed even though I have leaves there. So I cut 2 pieces, only about 12 inches long. And I'm just gonna do little X's just like that. And tie it down over there with the pine tips. I like that better, and I'm going to add a lemon in the center of each. Next, I'm going to cut apart some lemon branches, just cut them in shorter pieces, and we are going to glue these around the bow. I use the hot glue, and also if you have a pine tip over there, wrap it around the stem. So cute, I love it. So these stems are from the greenery market, but if you don't want to order online, you might be able to find them at Target and also Dollar General. Finally, as a finishing touch, you can fill in your swag with the smaller flowers. I love these cute little flowers from the Dollar General. They're only $1 a piece. And first I add them around my bow at the top and at the bottom. You can also fill in any other bold spots you have in your swag. And yeah, makes the whole thing come together. Another option would be to add those little white daisies with the golden centers. But for some reason, my Dollar Tree doesn't have them. I haven't seen them in a while. And if you still have any empty spaces, you can also add some lemons there as well. Step back, take a look at your wreath, and if you still need a little bit extra, you can add some more greenery. That's the best way to go. Sometimes you just need to add that little green leaf to make that lemon pop. And I think I'm gonna stop right here, take a look at the final result. Let me know, how do you like it? Would it make a good prize for 100,000 subscribers giveaway? Can you see something like that in your home? It is huge. And we were looking for her all over the neighborhood. On the fourth day, a lady responds to my missing pet report on Facebook, and she asked me if this is the same bird. We look at her, and of course it's her, but we couldn't believe she was 25 miles away. She flew to the Jersey Shore and landed on one of the outdoor tables there. Thank God for good people who took her to the shelter, and it was a little bit hard to get her back because there were other people claiming that it's their bird, but after a week, so total of 11 days away from home, Tweety was back with us. We were so overjoyed, and of course, thankful to all the besties who prayed with us, because without the prayer, I don't think we would ever get her back, because it was truly a miracle. And now when this happened again, we were just devastated. It was very cold, and then I saw the vulture the next day. I was looking, but I was losing faith, and I confided in you, my besties. And your response was, Kathy, this is a season of miracles. You can't lose faith. Pray. And that's what we did. We prayed together. As the days were going by, it was just getting harder and harder, but your thoughts and prayers really, truly helped me out. It meant so much. So we prayed for the second miracle, and you also told me to pray to Saint Francis and to Saint Anthony, and with every day it was just getting harder. And then I would get little signs, like on Good Friday, I come home from church and I find Tweety's feather in the middle of the kitchen. Mind you, the whole house was already clean for Easter, and I don't know where that feather came from, but it made me so emotional. I took it as a sign. One night was particularly hard to sleep because there was such a bad rainstorm outside. So I prayed and worried about the bird all night. I woke up so tired. And, I just turn on TikTok for fun, and I get this message.
I can't imagine not having faith. The Bible is the source of truth for me that I go to, especially when I'm anxious and when I'm worrying. And I can go to the scriptures and read, like in Matthew 6, where it says, God says, look at the birds in the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Aren't you more valuable than they are?
That video made me so emotional. I saved it because out of all the videos, I got that. And it was just like an answer to my prayers. So I kept posting on social media that my bird is missing. So many wonderful people shared that post and also helped me look. You would be surprised to know how many birds and other pets get lost every single day. It's very sad. So I just kept praying. And do you remember my prayer from the last video? I just prayed that she finds a safe place, maybe winds up in good hands who gonna feed her and take good care of her. And that's exactly what happened. On the 12th day, I get a comment from Alicia with pictures saying that she found a cockatiel far away, but she loves makeup and carbs. I knew it was Sweetie right away. I just couldn't believe she was 40 miles away. Of course, she flew south again. So we got in the car right away, drove to see her. She came right down to my shoulder, and it was just the cutest thing ever. We all cried. Alicia was just wonderful. She told us that her husband had saved Tweety, and we are so forever grateful to him and to the lovely family.
Guess who's back, back again.
Tweety, what are you doing up there on my head? What are you doing, silly goosey? Oh, now you're fixing your feathers. After a long trip, huh?
Alright, my besties, so this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the lemon swag. If you recreate one, please make sure you tag me.